In the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, specifically in Donetsk in the early morning hours of September 2025, Ukrainian reconnaissance drones spotted a lone enemy soldier who was moving along a trench line, attempting to seek refuge in a bunker loaded with munitions. An initial drone strike was launched, but the Russian soldier managed to escape. He then headed toward a nearby shelter, attempting to slip inside. However, the Ukrainian reconnaissance drone observed this, and it was no escape for him, as the target zone was already marked for obliteration. With a sudden precision strike, the enemy soldier was neutralized, his munitions were obliterated, and the bunker was destroyed. This swift tactical strike by the Ukrainian armed forces has further cemented their moral superiority on the front line. In the conflict zone of the Ukraine crisis, the silence among the ruins was short. Ukraine's reconnaissance mission on the front line instantly detects enemy movement. As you see in these actual combat visuals, antennas are spotted within the ruins. Analysis confirms the presence of enemy troops. The military incident begins right here. Ukrainian kamikaze drones are planned to neutralize the enemy through strikes targeting the ruins. One of the Russian troops attempts to find shelter amidst the collapsed buildings. However, the FP5 drone operators had already taken up position. Following the obliteration of the first ruin, there is a noticeable burst of movement. The Russian soldier immediately flees outside, desperate to find a new hiding place. He takes cover in another nearby ruin, a fatal mistake. The kamikaze UA-5 glides directly into the structure. Within seconds, thick smoke billows up. The enemy soldier was targeted this time and decisively neutralized. The enemy's other hiding spot was subsequently destroyed. A sudden dive, followed by a massive blast. The ruin completely collapsed, and the munitions were reduced to ashes. In a nearby conflict area, the hot developments are rising again. A Ukrainian reconnaissance unmanned aerial vehicle has targeted a group of Russian soldiers concealed among the ruins. The enemy troops immediately rush inside the wreckage. As you can see, the kamikaze drones are launching successive strikes. Ukraine's precision strike FPV drones are delivering powerful assaults in this enemy-held zone, both neutralizing the troops and obliterating any munitions they had concealed there. The visuals relayed by the reconnaissance UAVs revealed the enemy desperately searching for cover and attempting to safeguard their munitions depots. However, this moment also served as the launch signal for the Ukrainian FP5 drone operators. Shortly thereafter, another enemy soldier was neutralized. The hostile troop tried to escape, but found no escape. The Russian ground elements were totally disabled. This entire operation, which could be titled a deadly FPV drone attack on Russians or large Russian troops face deadly Ukrainian FPV drone, was executed with flawless timing, ruthless accuracy, and destructive efficiency. If you want instant access to these kinds of hot developments, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can catch the new videos we share every day. You can support us by liking the video and sharing your thoughts in the comments. The silence of a forested sector was shattered when Ukrainian FPV kamikaze drones located enemy camouflaged armored vehicles. Following intense reconnaissance, Ukrainian drone operators pinpointed the Russian hidden tank positions. The precision strike that commenced within minutes utterly torn apart Russia's armored vehicle formations. Ukrainian kamikaze drones are relentlessly targeting the enemy's frequently used trenches in the battlefield. They are dropping munitions to destroy the trench networks, obliterating enemy materiel, and systematically neutralizing the Russian troops within. This is a deadly FPV drone attack wiping out entrenched forces. This tactical strike by Ukraine has yielded crushing results, both on the battlefield and in terms of demoralized enemy forces. Combat theater has proven once again that, with FPV drones on the hunt, there is no escape. On the forested front line, the silence was broken only by the sound of engines. Ukrainian FPV kamikaze drones were vectored to coordinates provided by reconnaissance UAVs. The target zone, subterranean bunkers concealed by Russian forces beneath the forest canopy. These shelters house crucial munitions and command communications. In the second phase of the operation, FPV drone operators activated radar detection systems. Russian antennas hidden among the trees were swiftly designated, striking the antennas with millimeter precision strike. But the operation didn't conclude there. Drone cameras soon spotted Russian troops hurriedly entering a tent deep within the woods. This tent was a temporary command post. The operators, with cold composure, marked the target. The FPV drone advanced at low altitude, recognizing no escape. A subsequent massive blast completely obliterated the tent. A Ukrainian MiG-29 launched a devastating aerial assault on Russian troops in the north, employing AASM Hammer-guided missiles. This region housed a critical Russian command center. Thanks to this severe blow, a definitive precision strike, the enemy defensive positions were utterly torn apart, and the Russian forces sustained crippling losses. This is a massive setback for their logistics, demonstrating a new level of air power and causing instant chaos in the ranks. Immediately following this, the MiG-29 aircraft conducted a follow-up strike on a nearby building. A powerful hit. The structure was completely destroyed. The entire area was left engulfed in flames and smoke. The Russian troops inside were neutralized, and all the munitions they had concealed were obliterated. This aerial precision strike showcases the overwhelming force delivered by the guided missile system. South of Pokrovsk, at dawn, the Ukrainian Army's Leopard TB-155 howitzer battery detected a massive Russian troop concentration area. A Ukrainian tank immediately advanced toward the location. Enemy forces, complete with their munitions, were concealed in the identified defensive positions. Following intensive reconnaissance, the tactical strike commenced. The tank zeroed in on the enemy's defensive positions and initiated the assault, landing several successive strikes. The ruin housing the enemy was utterly torn apart, and their ammunition depots exploded in a chain reaction, turning to ashes. Every round impacted its predetermined coordinates with millimeter precision strike. The enemy elements were completely neutralized, finding no escape or shelter. The balance of the enemy's morale and munitions collapsed. This southern sector of Pokrovsk has been secured by Ukraine's frontline forces. The Leopard TB-155 howitzer battery returned to its positions after completing its relentless assault. Ukrainian kamikaze drones continue their relentless reconnaissance mission. They are systematically destroying camouflaged Russian equipment in the forested area, including a 2S-19 MSTAS self-propelled howitzer. The reconnaissance are determined to give the enemy no escape. This operation, where technology and discipline converged, utterly torn apart even Russia's most heavily fortified assault groups. It proves the dominance of drone strike capabilities on the modern battlefield. Thanks to this constant pressure, Ukrainian forces continue to achieve victory. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with others and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.